coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I'm not sure exactly how they would phrase it in their own locker room, but that's a yardage grab right there. To be able to get that amount of yardage on the first play of the game and to change field position to the positive side, you got to love the way they're getting started.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got his man, it's Dosich. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Singletary to get the drive started. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Great effort by Alex Singleton as he finishes that play off. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Stroud to throw it. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. DJ Jones. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Stroud on third down now. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. No score after one on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, Williams. Able to push his way through. And he's got this down to the 35. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
The give is to McLaughlin, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now it's Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. Here's Stroud. Out to his left. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the interception, here's Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now 3rd down and 7. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now Williams running left. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And they'll bring Judy in motion right. And he'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far, and while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. 9 seconds to play. Likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Final play of the half, Stroud. That is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Texans. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They start the second half here with Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 90 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They run it again with Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Wilson's throw here caught by Mims. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. 19 yards that time for number 19.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Touchdown, Broncos! Russ able to connect with Cortland Sutton there. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
19 Tiger.
Stroud. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stroud sets up the play action. And he is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Singletary is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 112 yards rushing. The types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but
yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
third down. Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A carry from McLaughlin. Able to slither by. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Williams. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
19 Lions.
Stroud to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Stroud. They'll get this complete to Collins, and he'll have a first down to the 45, but the tackle comes inbounds. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. One final shot for C.J. Stroud. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.